welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina. I'm a certified lash tech based in Toronto, Canada, and I like making lash extension videos. And today we are going to be talking about this wet lash hybrid set that I did for this beautiful client, and she was one of my newer clients, and so she never actually got a set like this before, so I thought that I should talk about this set. But I also wanted to touch upon the different kind of sets that I actually offer on my menu. I don't think I've ever really talked about this, and I do kind of specialize in certain sets like the wet set, wispy sets, and textured sets. Those are kind of my specialty, but I still do offer sets like the fluffy set and just kind of like classic, really bold sets. So what I do offer, and this is what I'm going to get into first, and then I'll talk about this particular set. But the sets that I offer, they range from different prices, and they also range in mostly density, I would say. And so because I wanted to really kind of focus and really hone down on a certain type of style, because when you decide to go and really niche down onto certain styles, people will kind of gravitate towards you a little bit more because they know that your specialization is really particular, and that way you can kind of master a certain look. So some people are really well versed in the strip lash look or the anime set, and I still do these sets and I still want to practice these sets and offer these sets, but I do think that my most popular set is the wet set or the mascara look. So the different sets that I actually offer, my most expensive set is the Mega Volume Strip Lash look, which is $165. So here in Toronto, competition's high. I do kind of look at other people's prices and I kind of gauge how to price my own. So I find that for me, Mega Volume Strip Lash set will definitely take me the longest as well. My fill is $145. Then I have the Volume Strip Lash look, which is $145 for the full set, and the fill is $115. And then I have a hybrid strip lash look, which is $120, and then the fill is $110. So then I also have the hybrid wet lash look, which is this set that I'm offering now. This is my cheapest set because it is the fastest set that I can get done, and I offer this at $95 with a refill of $75. We have light wispy hybrid set. So my light wispy hybrid set is actually a mixture of a normal fluffy hybrid set and a hybrid wet lash set. So if people find that the wet lash set is a little bit too natural looking, but they also don't want the intensity and the fluffiness of a fluffy hybrid set, this is the set that I usually offer them. So basically what that set is, I'm adding a spike, a classic, a fan, a classic, a spike, a classic, a fan, a spike, classic, and a fan, and I kind of alternate like that, and I just make sure that it's all even across. This way, adding those few fans in adds a little bit more darkness to the set, so this is why it is a great transition set. Then we have the fluffy hybrid set, which is the set that probably takes me the longest out of the hybrid sets, which is why it's priced at $117, refill $100. And I like this set for the girls that like the drama, but they don't want the darkness of a volume set. This is just like the normal hybrid sets that you will see, and these are the ones that I kind of don't really get too often. I have a few returning clients that like this set, but it's definitely not really that common. Then we have the volume wet lash set. This is priced at $130 because it lasts the longest. Now again, I know that in the UK and the US, lash extensions could be priced a lot higher than this or a lot lower depending on where you're at. This is just my region and what the lashes that I offer are priced at. So the volume wet lash set is actually my favorite set that I offer and my most popular set. This set is really popular because not only is it natural looking, but you still get a dark lash line, and I think that's why a lot of girls like it, because it looks like you're wearing eyeliner, but it's not as dense and fluffy, so you can have these little spaces in between each lash, making it look like what the name is calling it, the wet lash look. It looks like you have mascara on, and the refill price is $100. Then we have the volume fluffy. The volume fluffy is priced at $140 and the fill is $110. That's just like a normal volume set, the one that you will see that most girls offer. Then we have the Mega Volume Wet Lash. So these, if you look at my last video before this one, this is the Mega Volume Wet Lash. There's some fans that are added into there to add a dark lash line, but I add a lot more spikes in there so that there are still the wet lash look. I also add in different sizes so that the spikes are more prominent than the fans, because again, we are still trying to achieve a wet look. And then we have just the Mega Volume Fluffy, which is at 160. This set probably is also the second longest. Yeah, so I think that it definitely is my least popular one, just because Mega Volume is really intense and not a lot of girls like that super bold look. But a lot of girls who work in the nightlife industry, they really like this set, or the girls that like to go out clubbing, like they like this set. So it just depends on your clientele. But a lot of girls, because I'm from Toronto, I have a lot of city girls, they do like this set. So I would say it's my least common, but it doesn't mean that I don't get it. There's a few girls that really do like this set. The refill price at this one is $140. And I usually price my sets according to how long it takes me and how long the set is gonna last. So that's how you can kind of gauge. And then again, just look at your competition. Now, talking more about this set, this is the hybrid wet lash look. Again, like I said, it's my cheapest one, but it's the most natural looking. I tell my clients to come back every 2 weeks when I offer this. So I started offering this set because I don't offer a classic set. I kind of decided to get rid of classics out of my menu. This is just because I'm going on year 4 of being a lash tech, and I just don't think that it's worth my time anymore. And because I've niched down, I still can offer a set that looks familiar to it, but also price it at a higher rate. And then that way I'm not really wasting my time and money doing sets that don't really last that long and also aren't really worth it for me in the long run. And that is completely up to you guys. If you want to offer a classic set, go ahead. But for me, if you look at the very end of this video and you see the results, you will notice that it basically looks like a classic set. It just lasts a little bit longer. So when people want to come back for refills on this set, I usually say 2 to maybe like 2 weeks and a little bit. I don't like to go past 2 weeks though, because it's still a hybrid set. There are still classics that are there, so those classic lashes are going to still fall out. So you want to make sure that when your clients are coming back, you at least have 40% of their lashes still existing, or even 50%. Make sure that when you guys are communicating refills, that you're not going to be working 3 hours long on a set. It should never be more than, I don't know, depending on your set, sometimes it can take up to like an hour and a half if it's like a mega volume refill, sometimes 2 hours. But that's completely that's completely up to the set that you are working on. But when it comes to this set, the wet lash look in hybrid, I swear to God, I can get this done in maybe like half an hour to an hour, but that's also including the prep time, them coming in and lying down and everything. So that's including everything. But the actual lashing process for me when I'm doing refills, it doesn't take me more than an hour and a half. I would say that's the most at most, but that's usually if they just have a lot of lashes in general, or a lot of lashes grew back. So I hope that clarifies anything at all. At the end of this set, so depending on how many lashes they have, this client, she had a lot of eyelashes. So because she had so many eyelashes, I do add serum at the very end. I put bonder on them so that the spikes close up and it does look more like a classic set. However, if the client doesn't have a lot of lashes and you're trying to provide this type of set, if you add bonder, it's going to look a lot more natural than what they hope for. So sometimes I would say that if they don't have a lot of layers of lashes, try to not add too much bonder, maybe just at the tips to kind of close it to make it spikier. But other than that, honestly, I usually don't really add too much bonder unless it's like crazy amount like this client, because obviously, as you can see, the density of the set, she has so many eyelashes. So this set it was a full set, so it did take me quite a while. It took me probably about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And then at the very end, I added bonder to just make it look a lot more natural. So I hope this helps in some type of way. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. I also, guys, I'm going to be making a new video to have some surprising news because I've expanded my business and I kind of want to share that journey with you guys as well. So stay tuned for next week's video. I'm going to talk about it and go more in depth about how I expanded. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Please leave a comment if you have any questions. Engagement really helps, so if you can like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help, and I really appreciate you guys coming into the new year. I'm really excited for new things and new steps, so hopefully all of us together can go through this great journey and kind of grow together, because I'm constantly growing and I always encourage you guys to learn from other people as well. So see you guys next week. Thank you so much and hope you have a good day.
External tank separation having been confirmed by the booster officer. To recap, Discovery lifted off about 50 seconds behind the nominal time of 8:41 Central Time, but it was a normal ride to orbit, including the first use of a Block 1 engine, which performed by the book.